tough loss against RQ, 11-13, as the desk touched upon. Now they're bringing it back. Now, in that game, their defense was, you know, by miles much stronger. So trying to just get a head start here on the rounds. And guess what? PRX, they favor the attacker with this composition as well.
And for now, nice and quiet over here at B.
Kok nggak langsung di-ban ya?
So they get into some very deep positions. Flash held at the moment there from Locky as a nice interrupt on the plant comes through. The rush back out. Able to find one yet with two. Meeting up and hit in. Finding one before getting taken out. Amazing fast hit coming back in here for PRX. Suddenly Munchkin, the last one standing with just a share of the can. He's looking for some kills, looking for anything here. With another pink shell as well as everybody hunting him down. He will fall. Dubai the only casualty. PRX will once again claim an opening pistol.
Yeah, I thought Gen G might just be going for the delay there with the paint shells and then take that time to clear out back alley once more, but they kind of initiate the retake immediately. But that actually favors PRX as they've already gotten off of the spike plant. They still have all 5 members available. Still good positions from within the site. So Gen G, we'll see if they kind of reconsider some of those timings, because we know how crazy PRX's post-plant situations can get, especially with Forsaken Juru.
Meteor still going to be picking up that Marshall. He's on the jet. Very standard eco buy from him. Otherwise, KIRI ready for some close contact.
Nice.
Something coming in the corner. This is one of the things that we saw he was so damn good at, was shutting down side player snipers.
Too low.
With the Vandals and finding the headshot instantly. So he does it once more here. Start off this round. Mindfreak hanging back will take a bit of damage, but finds the elimination there on the Lockya. Now with KIRI making his way over.
Aduh, man.
Timing matanya.
Shorty on the retake, probably not going to be the best thing.
Yeah, good backup from Forsaken as well. So we see that Mindfreak's pretty low, and you don't want to lose those rifles. So Forsaken going down with the sheriff is fine. You still have 3 rifles that you bought up. Want to try to keep that in play. And Divine hears that, and he's ready for the quick kill onto KIRI. That's 2-0 lead for PRX once again.
That it is. This is where we saw the turnaround and the streak beginning for Gen G. So PRX, see if they're going to be able to clinch this conversion on the bonus round, or if Gen G will be able to get themselves on the board. But really nice hot start there from something. Mindfreak with fantastic anchor, just not allowing them to find any presence around this ramp.
Yeah, given the compositions once again, and PRX, the record that they had in yesterday's game, I gotta imagine they have to be looking to throw something out of the book and get this bonus round conversion. You want to get as many on the attacking half as possible. It starts with that.
He does it again. Swing main, kill player, over at screens.
Should have heard the footsteps.
Starting things off 2-0. Meteor just around the corner. Lockya.
They're
going to try to double phase here. As, yeah, it's not ready for that swing to come back through. It's going down. The rest of the team rotating over towards B, where KIRI's still going to be sat. Just kind of dodging around that Trailblazer a bit, and I guess just didn't see anything at all. No peripheral vision on the dog, I suppose. Forsaken, but that outlaw to use does manage to find KIRI. Texture up and half an hour will be able to trade one back. Mindfreak very flies with a kill of his own. Push out. Bit of damage there on him on yet. Cancel on the plan for now. Means that Meteor does manage to find at least one more. But widely, with the teammates coming through, PRX not going to be concerned about their losses whatsoever. They convert the bonus and start off 3-0.
I'm a little shocked at how confident Divine was that the Trailblazers didn't see him. I mean, he just knew exactly the angles that it would be able to scout, especially around the toxic screen. I think that's more so what he was banking on. The fact that, of course, when you're right up against that toxic screen, your vision does get blurred a little bit already. And with all that distraction, you know that the site should be weaker, and that's going to be an early timeout. You got to imagine from the Gen G side, one.
Nah, it's Alex just saying, all right, good job, guys.
Yeah, he's like, this time I want to tell you, good job for once.
Keep this up. Just do more of what you're doing. But yeah, I mean, first time out call that we're seeing from the Gen G camp, just given how far ahead they were and how much in the driver's seat they were on that opening map. Never needed to really pump the brakes. So after dropping that bonus, we'll start talking about what the game plan's going to be. They're identifying so far, but it's also difficult because at the end of the day, these rounds are starting because something just swings a corner and headshots you.
Yeah. I mean, when you're already down one man, and you know, I was almost going to say PRX not really gaining that much more space after something goes into the site might bite them back, but it works out. Gen gets because they still don't have as much information either. Of course, they're also running a double duelist team, so not as much util that you're used to having, especially with the sky changes. I am curious if Gen G might consider trying not not to use the operator too much, right? Don't try to build up to that too much economically, because you might get the first kill, but when you've got the RAZEN and the Euro, like, all TPing into sight, that just spells trouble.
Oh, I mean,
Corsair Secret Lab cuman nggak masuk sponsor kali diganti logo. Boleh nggak sih kayak gitu?
The one going into the
Nggak
dimensional
boleh.
drift, or just TPing into a position
Nggak
where
boleh
you
ya?
suspect the side player was going to be posted up. More often than not, he was coming away with those eliminations. So it could be the game plan that they try to stray away from that. We'll have to just wait and see as things continue to develop. For now, full stack from Gen.G over on the A side, as they are very quickly going to learn that they have gambled wrong.
Wow, that's unfortunate, and PRX will just wait to have somebody that needs an ult point try to go for the spike plant.
No fun yet, finally volunteers. Saying Showstopper's pretty good, I guess I'll take that.
And knowing that they had the time as well. Now, I'm going to be curious if PRX all decide to push back out of main, because it looks like that's the idea. They don't want to push any deeper into the site. So PRX, perhaps the idea, not really necessarily going for kills, right? They just want to say, we want to snowball as much as possible. We want to keep the weapons we have. Don't necessarily hunt for kills. If they die to the spike, that's it.
Creeping up. Mind Freak finding one. KANAN. And off the back of that damage there gets the nice headshot.
Yeah, you're going to want a double stack here. Something alone could be dangerous.
Monia checking all the way back over towards spawn. Heaven for the time being not being checked.
Timing.
As Lockett will fall, but KANAN with another nice shot. Texture as well. Getting some solid damage.
Ya,
They clean him up. They can't stop the spike
Nggak
from
kena
falling
kena
off.
ya.
They will be able to get up to 4, but Gen.G doing some damage, recovering some weapons.
This is by far the absolute worst case scenario for PRX on that round. Sure, you're supposed to win the round. Yes,
menang
you can
kalah sih
buy up
tadi.
to most of your weapons.
Menang ya?
Kok 4-0
But
soalnya?
giving over those
3-1
kills
harusnya.
and the free weapon upgrades, that
Wah,
allows
iya, kocak
the
anjir.
operator to
Goblok
still
Salah,
be
anjir.
considered purchase here for Meteor. That gives Gen.G
Oh, atau
a
waktunya
tadi
ray
habis.
of hope to
Waktunya
get
habis.
back
Dapa yang
into this
mati,
first
anjir.
half.
Waktunya habis kali.
Potentially, I mean, Meteor not going to
Emang
get
tadi udah
them the
ini?
opportunity to really
Waduh,
swing
di sini
in
nggak
towards
bisa
main. He's
real,
just going to try to
ini
greet
coba
them off the
cari
rim.
ini ya.
Does have
Gitu
Lock
tuh.
here to try to back up, peel a bit, but with the
Is that
dimensional
all?
drift coming through, he's just going to have to back away very swiftly. Now the Paranoia as well crashing in.
They're all in.
Forsaken is out of the portal, and he's got a judge in hand. Lockyer falls. Something is the one, of course, to headshot Meteor at the same time. Munchkin will make his way up into heaven. Will be able to
Jauhan.
take down the enemy jet, but now a 3v4. Such hard angles to try and clear. Divine holding ramp. Shuts down one. KANAN just plus 40 into heaven, still managing to find the elimination there. Picture waiting out that flash, swings in, and Forsaken's going to be good for it.
Iya, kayaknya
A
ini.
3K here from the Yoru is PRX.
Habis
Well,
waktunya. Meledak.
not going to be losing all their weapons this time
Iya.
around. In fact, they pick up the operator
Spek
themselves.
meledak kayaknya.
Yeah, you can imagine how you're going to counter the Euro all you want.
Iya,
Once
spek
you
meledak.
hear that little whisper from the other dimension following you all into the site, things get a little chaotic. We even have the Paranoia there to assist as well. That just really sets up all three duelists for a great entry. And I was going to say, overall, this is actually one of the first matches where I felt that Divai had very little impact, but right there holding that close angle, trying to get back into the swing of
Lupa
things
mati
himself.
ini.
Lah, iya sih 5-0 aja.
Still a purchase coming through, but obviously the operator not in hand. Something just going to look to eat some of that damage. As the Trailblazer, nice timing, does get cleared out before it can spot him in this position. Flash coming in, Texture on the swing. Not ready for it, ends up getting taken down. Dominance continuing from PRX.
Now, Gen.G, they can't get too curious about this. I like that they're retaking control of ramp, but that's about all
Keluar,
you get.
keluar
You try
dong.
to
Aduh,
push
harusnya
in through the
keluar.
smoke. That spells trouble.
Look at this, I mean, because of the just lack of sound, they're drifting off. They're moving away from this A site.
I don't blame them, because otherwise you're down to a 2-2 split, right? So I guess they're just saying, listen, worst case scenario, we go for a 45 retake. You do have the Cosmic Divide. We'll see what they have cooked up. So I don't blame them, but you're right. I mean, they go for the gamble because they don't hear the audio anymore, and it's going to be, once again, another free site for PRX. I mean, you know, they're saying, okay, well, if we go in for free with no content, we'll take that as well.
Nggak tahu.
Yeah, Showstopper now online.
Jemur kan?
Monyet punya ulti.
It's Gen.G.
Bisa.
How far do you really push to try to get this retake going before you just have to call it off? Lockett does have a stinger, so he wouldn't mind
Texture udah mati mah.
sacrificing for the,
Sisanya.
you know, chancer to try to clean some kills up. The Showstopper doesn't come out. Don't find much of anything there, and oh man, but aside from out of the sky with the shorty, Lockett will be able to find one. KANAN now though, last man standing. Push up to the corner. He's kill into something. He was down to no HP. Snappy is all hell though.
Nice.
Finds another kill. Goes into the astral form. Sends it the Cosmic Divide. Mind Freak sends out the paranoia. He tries to swing the wall. TP's in behind him. Kiro thinking he was up above.
I mean,
oh man.
the fact that, first of all, KANAN thought he would have gone above, props to him. I mean, he threw his best shot he had in that chaotic 1v1 when he was just enshrouded in the darkness. But Mind Freak, I've been seeing it watching these games. I feel like we're getting right up close to peak Mind Freak once again. Reminiscent of the performances he had back at Masters Copenhagen, where he was helping carry so many impact rounds.
Facing Masters Copenhagen, we can still look at champions.
That's true.
That Astra play, the 1, 2, 3
Yes.
on Pearl lives rent-free in my head. Not because I was the one that said it. He had his spikes, but I mean, right now, Chen-Chi looking like a very different team, and PRX absolutely thriving in this chaos.
Wow.
The second timeout called after 6 rounds played. Nothing scooped up here for Gen.G. And I mean, again, the closest that they got was when they killed everybody. But the spike, it was too far gone.
I'm curious to see, because with once you're down that one man, some of these retakes are looking tough. Forsaken just asking for a massage. He's like, I really want to be the super hard carry here. You got to loosen me up a little bit, but I mean, they don't really need it at this point.
Kalau lagi main gitu tuh di luar timeout gitu tuh, itu coachnya juga bisa ngomong ke mereka nggak?
Wasn't just a gimmick, and we talked about this before coming into this match. I mean, sure, they might have cooked something up just because this tournament is relatively short. People aren't going to have as much time to anti-strat. So yes, there's merit to that. But hey, that's power to you. You know how to play the tournament. You know how to play the system. You might as well be ready for that victory.
Every other team with hopes of Madrid around the world likely going to be looking at this one. Only for PRX to do something completely different when they make it over to Spain. Manya jumping forward, trying to see if we can catch somebody out in the open.
Nice.
Something has now in mid. Locky just jiggling on the corner.
That's
not wide enough to spot the operator.
No info, no flashes. Your retake is now more difficult. You don't know if you want to stack or go for the 2-2 split. So Gen.G, if you don't want to give up this round right away, I think you do have to play for contact. It's risky, but this is what you need.
Warp going down. Okay, the 2v2.
Whoa.
Surprise fight goes the way of Gen.G. Munchkin texture. Putting their team here in the most winnable position that they've been in, and Munchkin reads it perfectly.
Ultimate is ready.
Turns the sights back over to main. The swing in. Snake fight at the ready. Full flash connecting onto him. He will just get sprayed down through the smoke as the blast pack entry is attempted. Moniette does fall. Texture now swinging back over the ramp. Forsaken winning the fight. The mask going to be thrown on.
Oh, he should be able to get
the teleport. He's going to be able to spot them both. Rotating around. And it looks like they think that he's just going to end up snapping back over towards A. Fakes the teleport. Now exits over here at B.
They called a bluff as much as they could, but it's Forsaken. He knows how this works. He sees their movement all the way to the end, even leaves that one extra seed of doubt, spotting Keychron nearby, and now he has a gate crash.
He is going all the way back around. He does have that gate crash set up. No other util to play with. 40 HP.
When does he tap it, though? Surely this is a fake.
Hold.
Jauh lagi.
He's going to have to do something here soon. The big TP coming in, but Keychron just stuck to it.
That's unfortunate. Just couldn't find the lineup onto the headshot. Meteor will clean up the kill as well. The setup was there. You know, you can't doubt the Master Yoru here in Pacific, but Keychron just sticking with it close to the wall as well. So good positioning with Meteor able to cover him. This is where it starts. I mean, Munchkin with the ball, we can't just keep getting shaken up back and forth after we lose one guy. We have to even out the numbers, and this is how they win a lot of these rounds, where they don't get the first kill, right? They've been very good at converting these.
That's one step in the right direction here for Gen.G.
Get out of my way.
Again, it was, widely that attacker's side that we saw PRX getting the most value from the triple duelist, understandably, as last pack bouncing backward out of that smoke. Not much damage taken here. Robot comes in, Texture decides that's the swing timing. Something swings up in towards heaven, finds Locky with the right click. Texture looking for a little bit more, but Forsaken, unaware of Mind Freak's position. Needs to just rely on his intuition, but now knows. Time is going to be dwindling. Smoke coming down. Swings out. Mind Freak right in the corner, able to find the kill. PRX not allowing for Gen.G to string anything together. 7-1. The half becomes worse and worse as time goes on for Gen.G.
Yeah, PRX is going to be happy if they can even just pick up one more round here, which is looking very possible with the economy in this one. But a very quick kill and exit from something on that one. And I want to give props to Munchkin. He reads the jump timings onto the jet over from something, and he peeks out right as he knows the jump is landing because he hears the float. But at the end of the day, it's Mindfreak once again. 10 kills and 3 deaths. What an impressive scoreline.
Morphing ya, Mindfreak.
Vanya going on the entry, gets the full flash, is going to be taken down by Texture with the nade. Angel's finding one now, Showstopper. Texture goes leaping forward, sends it into the corner. Mindfreak TP's actually on the back end of the Showstopper going off. Now gets himself tucked away, but the spike for now getting drifted over towards that B site, rotating back around through the attacker spawn. Meteor, however, way out ahead, and he can hear these footsteps.
Oh yeah, notwithstanding the weapon situation, this is the best round Gen G's looking at so far.
There's the one tap, the Guardian, putting him down. Doesn't want to continue to hold the angle, showing respect to the opponents that he's facing. He pulls back, also very well aware that that sewer lurk could come through from behind.
Yeah, the Seekers are going to give him sight of at least one.
Oh my, what a snappy shot. Finds one, looks for another. Hadn't got that on the Mind Freak. I might have lost my damn mind. Paranoia going to be sent out. Meteor pulling back over in towards heaven. Now it is just Devi and Mind Freak to try and see if they can somehow engineer this 2v5 retake. Otherwise, Gen G, I mean, it was on the tip of my tongue right as the round started, but they pushed the go button so quickly. But these guys, they're thrifties throughout this tournament, have been impeccable, and they're looking for another one now.
That's how they're able to overcome so many of these opponents. And Texture has the lineup. 2 more in B main as well, so even if they get through this race, it's a difficult one.
So with the Sheriff looking for the shot, this time not going to be able to find it.
Gravity well.
But grab well coming through, time dwindling, 12 seconds. Devi tapping the rope, and KANAN just trying to slow them up. Devi able to find one, but he needs to get the plant down, taps it, fakes it. The round is already over. He's well aware of it. Won't be able to hold on to the weapons. The Thrifty will come through. Gen G get themselves up to 2 rounds.
We're going to have to go back and look at this entire tournament because it wasn't just yesterday. Gen G, they have been clawing their way back into not just maps, but entire matches and stages, phases of this entire kickoff tournament to stay alive off these Thrifties, off these 4v5s, 3v5s, things like that. And you wonder just what it is, and I think KANAN's a big part of it, just the shots he can make with these Sheriffs, with these Guardians, things like that.
Finalnya Kickoff aja.
He's leading the charge right now, he and Mind Freak. Topping the board.
Nanti kan tahu bulan apa tuh yang di Madrid.
Iya, udah masuk gitu mereka.
Duh.
Testing the limits there.
Udah masuk.
Setiap turnamen juara 2 anjir.
Covering fire. Forsaken thinks he's going to have the jump. Ends up getting punished for it. Gen G look to get the 3. They're pulling off the angle for a brief little moment. Meteor continuing to have his sights trained in towards mid. Devi swinging onto the corner. Will be able to find that follow-up headshot through the corner now. Grab well goes out.
Iya, lagi echo aja.
Now, not wanting to challenge in. Still formidable opponent to the other side, even if it's just the Sheriff's in hand. The Texture arriving through vent will be able to take out the Devi. That's the spike now stranded. Mind Freak has no choice but to swing in and try to fight. He'll go down.
I'm not sure if this was necessarily called out in their comms, but KANAN not peeking once more after activating the grab well. It just shows how much experience he's gained throughout this tournament as an entirely new rookie. Because obviously, with the grab well activated, he saw that the Omen was still stuck in that area of effect. He could have gone for it, but if he dies there while everyone is waiting for that extra duel, the last duel in mid, that's a rifle given over one more chance for PRX to claw back into the round. So he just says, I won't give it to you. I'll wait for more backup to come, and we'll swarm you for the last kill.
And we only have a timeout being called here from PRX. So, I mean, a bit of a moment to kind of talk about KANAN a little bit more and maybe explain to those who don't know what a Royal Road is.
Ah, yes, because I guess for KANAN, this is exactly that opportunity. It's when someone obviously just enters into that tournament for the very first time and they're able to go all the way to the very end, winning the title. And for KANAN, it's not just this tier of tournament, it's not just this event or this series of VCT. It is just everything in the entire professional Valorant ecosystem. This is going to be his first time playing at an official tournament during a regular season. And for him to win a title of Pacific Kings would be nothing short of miraculous.
Yep. It's on a good pace, and I mean, Gen G, let's say they take the series. Right now, KANAN making a damn good argument for MVP of this grand final. See what happens. So there's still plenty more Valorant to be played. PRX still out in the lead by 4 rounds. Gen.G want to try to claw that back as much as humanly possible.
Toxins going up.
Take back from Devi, anticipating some forward aggression. Keeps that staved off for the time being as majority of Paper X finding themselves out here in mid. Lockya, however, snappy with a headshot, takes down Forsaken. Something in Moniette, go rushing forward. They will get some nice trade damage back there on the Lockya. Putting him down to 48, but kill is not found.
Paper X, they have good position on the map, but they just have no idea how many more members might be near ramp in the site on A, so they are a little cautious, and that gives time for Lockya to get the information he needs to start the rotate over to A.
Lockya comes back in. Oh, somehow making it out of there with his life intact. Drop down from Moniette, rushing forward, and Munchkin cannot find the spray.
Nice, nice.
Able to come up with a kill against all odds. Bringing it now back into a 4v4.
Nice.
Rest of the team rotating over. Devi ready. The pit now going to be invested.
All four in the pit, though. I mean, this is a gamble if I've ever seen one.
Convict Divide. Not sure how much it's going to be realistically doing here for the side of Gen.G. We'll see how they opt to play around this one, but something spotted the gun barrel. We'll find the headshot there on a Meteor. Just continue to play around the back side. Lockya finished off. Something coming up with yet another kill. Now updrafts here on top of the screen.
Nice.
Finds texture. KANAN pushing forward, is able to find one. Finds two.
Nice.
Something will get the fourth to put him down and stop the potential run back from coming through. Paper X.
Last round before
Timeout working for them. They get themselves now up to 8, looking for 9.
Oh iya,
Yeah,
gue kanda.
8's where you feel okay with
Kenapa?
it, but 9 would make it very comfortable.
Betul,
Because
gue
then you just
kanda.
win that pistol, and with this composition,
Phantom,
surely you just
soalnya
cook up a
baru dia
little,
habis.
you know, couple more options for your
Baru
pistol
mau dia
rounds.
muter.
Make sure you secure the 2 free rounds on the half off the back of the pistol. Then try to get it. This third kill is just not fair. Right at the end of the spray, he adjusted towards the bottom
kepala.
where he dashes out. But the updraft is smart. You know the cosmic divide is there. They're not going to hear it entirely clearly.
Iya.
That's now on. Forsaken starting off this last round of the half very quickly. Rushing forward, judge in hand. He finds KANAN. Meteor swinging around the backside of pillar. Able to find one, but now he's completely surrounded. He's going to get chopped to bits.
Yeah.
The Blade Storm finding the kill. The man advantage for now going to be here in the hands of Paper Rex. Top left send. Texture swinging out, trying to get the transfer. Can't make it happen. Lockya arrives for the Odin. Munchkin as well up on the Raptors. Takes down something, and now it is all on Divide. On a very long walkabout, but playing on this alley side. Lockya now giving credence to his potential position. Starts checking in behind.
Yeah, you gotta suspect it one way or the other. I'm fine with you refilling the pit, but you know where Devi's been playing in that match yesterday against T1. No, he loves those lurks. Now, 50 seconds. I mean, Devi could clear here, go back up to heaven. He's got all the options he needs.
Fight,
His
kill
spot is
fight.
gonna be spotted. Checking right.
Udah ngecek lagi.
Gen.G will be able to finish the half in 4 rounds. Which is more than it was looking like it was going to be.
Yes.
But Paper X still in very firm control.
No, I think the scoreline itself, both teams are probably okay with it, but given how it started, Gen.G probably feeling a bit better going into the second half, looking at their chances. Both teams going to be eyeing that ever so precious pistol round to see if they can chain it in to the 2 free wins. That would get Paper X just 3 steps away from trying to tie up the series 1-1.
No lag. Mau mandi.
No lag.
Excited to see so many fans out here, not just for Gen.G, but of course the reigning
mau
champions
mandi.
Pacific as well. I mean,
Okay.
the fan base that they've created here
Iya, kita lanjut
after
lagi.
the impressive
Malam aja lah,
performances last
itu
year,
FL
including
lagi.
the finals at the Changchun
FL.
Stadium,
Okay.
has been very,
thank you,
very
Bang Pin.
amazing to
Yeah,
see.
thank you.
But now they have to prove it once more, a new start in the 2024 season.
It's all about retaining that throne here for Paper X. But yeah, I mean that, you know, just their history and camaraderie with DRX throughout the multiple internationals that, you know, they have appeared at together, which has basically been every international until now.
Yes. Yeah, it's crazy to really think about the history that the 2 teams have created, and now we're already seeing a bit of a shakeup, and maybe a little bit more of it as well, as Paper X are already down 1 map, now trying to win their map choice of split. The pistol, this is where it starts. It's going to be a 3-2 split for Paper X. No gate crash just yet.
DRX not being at an international feels like dad going out to get milk.
We'll leave it right
Wonder
there.
if he's going to come back.
Okay, we'll finish it, I guess. Well, Forsaken did go for the Sheriff. It's a fast
Oh, the
push
rush.
in.
The flash is good. Texture gets
the back.
first kill, but they didn't check Mon yet.
Aduh, habis peluru ya.
Didn't look to the left. Gonna take it down. Forsaken trying to hold here with that Sheriff, but has the gate crash back across the opposite side of the map.
2 Sheriffs. PRX are just looking to swing and win these duels. The train.
Arriving, able to find one, getting them back into the advantage, but KANAN snappy with the first one, the swing out the back pillar. Munchkin catching Devi unawares. Now it's all on Forsaken. Low HP bar finishes off the enemy Astra. Still more work to be done. Forsaken's down the stairs, but this is going to cost him a significant amount of time.
Yeah, he's just going to need to swing at the last second, get that kill. But it might just work out. Oh no!
For a second, Munchkin could have got the
hampir,
headshot.
hampir.
It seemed like that would have been such a devastating loss, but PRX, they will maintain dominance in these pistol rounds. Now 3-1.
Clutch.
They will get up to 9.
Onyet still as a statue in that corner, and you just don't suspect it in the pistol round. Especially after, you know, the guiding light hits, you see one person flash, there's just no reaction, no spray, nothing else. Gen G thought they had it all. But the double kill stabilizes just enough. I was afraid that we saw the double team of Devi and something trying to go for the early peaks before Forsaken was able to arrive, but dwindling the numbers down just enough. And now double Outlaw.
Yeah.
They want to snowball as many rounds as they can, because listen, just one round here and then maybe another with all your ults online, and then you're close to the win.
I think one Outlaw, easy enough to read. I expect there's going to be 2.
I mean, it's such a commitment, too.
Wah, timing.
Forsaken looking for it. The shot whipping, but hey, he got 2 bullets.
Spike down mid.
Swings further out, finds Kicchron. And they still don't even know that something has one over in this A site, which is where they're about to start heading.
Yeah, the gate crash once again set up for A side as well, and it almost just feels like Forsaken gets some kind of armor when he tries to gate crash out. Always so good with it.
Something now. Sends the shot, Devi pushing forward, able to find one, but runs out of bullets. Lakia is able to take him down. More damage from here, though. Let's start hurting PRX a little bit more, but for now, loss of the Spectre not going to be too devastating as something. 2 bullets, 2
Nice,
kills.
nice, nice.
PRX get the double digits.
A lot of value off of this new weapon introduced here in 2024. And they can continue with it. Now, most people on Gen G will have full armor, so it won't be as devastating as if they had, you know, all bought up to things like Marshals and Sheriffs, but with the shots that these players are able to hit. And this position on Devi, as soon as he knows that there's contact on ramp, he's been using that to really punish and just cut off a little bit of reinforcement, so Gen G's gonna have to watch out for that.
Full stack from Gen G, ready to send it here at A. Like something going to be going for the peak. Sends out one. It's a flash. Texture trying to chase in. Will get a good amount of damage through the wall, but now to swap over onto the shorty, but decides to pull back as that Trailblazer does come through. Shorty once again drawn out the push into the Cloudburst. Something finds the kill. Drops out on the top. Devi with the covering fire there on the Singer. Takes out Texture. Lakia, however, arriving. Comes up with 2. Monyet, backside, Judge in hand, finding them all. Oh, a bit of a stutter step, but it doesn't matter because Mind Freak arrives, comes out from screen. PRX. They're going to convert yet another bonus.
And they're bringing the chaos back. I love it. I mean, you just don't expect that, right? Sure, you see the outlaw, you chase it down. It did seem like Meteor was somewhat wary of the shorty standing by, but then you're trying to chase the backups there from Fly, and then you think you've cleared it all, but yet still one more final boss behind the map. And now PRX so close, and this outlaw's going to continue to find value, and they've been doing this. They did it on Sunset against Gen G as well. They just keep rolling with it.
Yep. This time he's way out in front. Be a hell of a shot to try to stop this one.
Nice,
but,
nice.
I mean, even
Aduh.
covering fire there from something. So Monyet getting a piece. Meteor will be taken down. Mid has been cleared out. Spike stranded in Ramen.
And the gate crash back as well. And it's things like this that'll really start to make you question your understanding of the economy. Because obviously some rounds you just can't help it, but how many of those rounds are you willing to make happen? Because of course you might have your own set plays with some rifles, maybe with shotguns, things like that, but the moment you buy that half armor, it just feels good. Got sight.
Yep. It's all enough of each other there, and Monyet wisely backing away, knows that a clean shot to the chest will take him down. Weapon recovery. covered. We'll see if Munchkin can deal any additional damage here.
One
Working
enemy
his way
remaining.
up, but as he stands up,
Nice.
Crosshair. Forsaken will be able to find Karen trying to enter in from garage. 12-4. PRX.
Point.
Clearly not flustered whatsoever with the loss on Ascent, feeling right at home with his triple duelist.
Yep, everyone putting up the numbers they need, playing the role that they need to. Obviously, some of these long-range duels really assisting the scoreline with something in Forsaken.
One enemy remaining.
They're also kind of the main ones that are creating a lot of these distractions. I mean, now and then it's a division between the Jet and the Raze. But once it goes to that defense, just one more round is all they need. And now it's an operator. They want to close this out as soon as possible.
Extra jump forward, gets himself past that outlaw.
Toxin screen down.
Have the tempo to try to really rush in and take it down. They're also wary about that covering fire that could be there backing it up. But look at this line. Nebula coming in, the timing just barely off to try to be able to find the kills. Flash still there. Ticket going to be taken out. Mind Freak fighting one, Monyet getting the other. TP in the backside. Showstopper comes in. Monyet
Nice.
just blowing Karen to smithereens. Finds the kill. Munchkin on the rope somehow winning out that fight, but he's now got to rotate all the way around this spot if he doesn't get the opportunity. Something will finish him off. 13-4 in response to the 13-5 loss on Ascent. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a series on our hands. No 3-0s in sight.
We absolutely do. And I love the confidence that both teams are bringing out.
Oke. Terus iklan.